What's up, guys? I'm going to be reviewing the Star V Roc disc by Innova. Sun King's disc sent me the Star V Roc for review, and it has become a staple in my bag. It's an awesome disc. One thing about it is that it certainly does hold its line. It is a very straight disc. You can put a lot of torque on it. It's got a nice big bead on the bottom to keep its integrity, and it does not get squirrely on you. I have noticed that it doesn't turn over as much as you would expect it to. Having the flight ratings of 4.401, you would expect it to be a little more understable, a little less stable, but that is not true. It's just straight and then finishes. You can throw it on an anhyzer. I don't actually recommend this disc for anhyzers. I don't have the strongest arm in the world, so when I want to throw an anhyzer, I'm going to be using something else, like a beat up DX Shark or a DX Roc, something that's a little more anhyzer friendly. This disc is great for approaches and shorter drives off the tee, especially straight drives off the tee where you're just going to have to put it right next to the basket, and you can even try to run an ace with this disc for sure. Another thing that this disc is really good for is the woods. Since it does have the stability of 4.401, you can kind of shape the flight path whichever way you want. It's more of a straight disc than a overstable or an understable disc for sure, but you can totally try to shape the flight path if you want. People with stronger arms, this disc is probably going to work better for them than even for me, because it is for you can put a lot of torque on it and it's gonna still hold up, which is an awesome thing. It's a great thing, but it's also frustrating because I look at those flight numbers and I expect this disc to be a disc that I can shape any which way I want, kind of like a Comet, stuff like that, and it really wasn't like that. So don't let that confuse you if you're looking at a Star V Roc. The Star plastic is awesome. It doesn't beat it at all. I use this disc for tons and tons of my mid-range shots, and it is not beat up yet. And that's sweet. I'm usually a champion plastic thrower. I use Star sometimes, but Star plastic is just kind of expensive, and so I kind of have stayed away from it. And this plastic it's fantastic. It's nice and grippy. It's not really like my pre-flight number Star Orc though. This is certainly the better Star plastic. The older stuff, I would totally grab that plastic if I were you. But this is pretty good. It's a really flexible disc. I got it in the weight of 177, so it's certainly it's a heavier V Roc, and I almost wonder if I were to get a lighter one, if I could flip it a little more and shape lines a little more with it, and this is just certainly going to be more overstable. Who would I recommend this disc to? Beginners. Totally recommend this disc to beginners. I'd recommend it to advanced players that want to shape their shots, and even pro players, I guess. If you guys want a disc that'll pretty much do everything, I'd pick her up. The Roc is one of the favorite discs of many people, one of the favorite mid-ranges. And the V Roc is just a disc that they take it and they kind of run with it, and they add it, the big bead, and it's not as overstable, and it's just going to go straight, but you have the feel of the Roc, and that's kind of awesome because you don't have to buy a Roc and try to beat it in forever just to have that nice straight flight path. You can pick up the V Roc and it's already there, and you already have it. Pros, obviously, like I have said before, is that it's nice and straight. You can put nice torque on it, everything like that. Some cons though is that if you want a disc, unless you have a very powerful arm to shape any line you want, it's not going to probably work out too well. Other cons are that sometimes it can get away from you and be a little more overstable. If you're kind of sloppy with your deliveries or whatnot, you have to put it on a nice straight line, and then it'll do what you want it to do. But that's pretty much it, and sometimes it is surprisingly overstable, especially if you're having an off round. Any disc is surprisingly overstable, but this one for sure, it doesn't flatten out as much. You really have to put it on the line you want it, and that's the way it's going to go. It's not a hit and stick type disc either. The Star plastic is a little a little more slippery, so it's going to hit and it's going to slide for a little bit. Grass, really anything, it'll probably hit and slide. This disc is a lot like the Prodigy M4, except for the Prodigy is a little more understable. And so yeah, I will be throwing up some test shots of this disc right now. Please subscribe. Go check out sunkingdiscsports.com. They are the people that are making this review possible. They are awesome. Also check out penguindisc.weebly.com. It is my website. It'll bring you to my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. Obviously you're on my YouTube channel right now, so check out all my other videos. I have it in the bag. I think that was one of my first videos, and it goes up from there. But yeah, just thank you. Keep on watching, keep on subscribing, and have a great day.